Can you purify water with just a silver coin? We're going to ask that question. We're going to purify some water right in front of you with some calcium hypochlorite, which is called pool shock. I'm going to process it right in front of you, show you exactly what it looks like, and I'm going to drink it. I'm going to talk to you about, we're going to demonstrate the Sawyer squeeze. Some of you guys asked, how in the world do you use the Sawyer squeeze? Could you demonstrate that? We're also going to talk about, is the BERKEY the best thing out there? And you're going to find out that I don't believe in BERKEYs. I won't ever get a BERKEY, basically. It's not that they're terrible necessarily. It's just the fact that there's better options out there. I'm a Katahdin guy. Now, you may not have heard of them. I use that overseas, and it's a fundamentally different system. Instead of activated carbon filter, it uses a ceramic filter, which lasts a lot longer and really does a lot more good for you. So we got a lot to cover. We're going to do a bunch of little experiments here, and we're going to dive right in. First up, you remember this jar, the one with the rusted off nasty lid? This can is shot. I'm going to be tossing this, but before I did, I want to make up some water for you so you can see how this is done. This is going to be our bleach, okay? We're going to make bleach, and then we're going to use some bleach over here to purify this water. So this is all tap water just for demonstration purposes. This is a 1/2 teaspoon spoon, okay? So basically you want 1 teaspoon per gallon, and 2 liters is half a gallon, right? So you want nice and level. So we're going to make our bleach solution right here. Get that all in there. And we're going to shake that up. Now, you really should let this sit for a while. We're just demonstrating. This will be safe because it'll be too diluted, not too much. So this is going to be a bleach solution. This is going to purify our water. Now, why wouldn't you want to just use bleach? That's a good question, right? You don't want to use bleach because if you use just straight bleach, it starts to break down over time. So, I got to let this breathe just a little bit here. All right, so we have a bleach solution. Now, like I said, again, you want to let this sit for a little longer, but basically what we're going to do is we're going to take just four of these teaspoons, or 2 teaspoons total. 4 of these half teaspoons are going to go in here. So we want 2 teaspoons for a 2-liter bottle, or 1 teaspoon for a 1-liter bottle, right? And then we're just going to close that up. Now, if this was untreated water, if this was water from a stream or something like that, you'd want to leave this for 30 minutes. You want to shake it up, make sure it's fully circulating there. But that is going to be clean water. Definitely do not use the calcium hypochlorite directly into your drinking water. Always dilute it into a solution, which is your bleach, and that will allow us to just drink that straight. It smells like chlorine, and you can drink it straight. It's got that taste. If you don't like the taste, you can just off-gas it. Once again, if you put it out in UV radiation, it will break it down. Now, this is green plastic, so it does block UV somewhat. So you'd want to use clear plastic if you want to off-gas that, or you can just let it sit for a while and it will slowly off-gas and you'll be fine. All right, next question. Can you purify water with just a silver coin? That's a good question. A lot of people out there are saying, well, silver does kill bacteria. And the answer to that is absolutely it does. The problem is that when you have water like this, that you are having a problem. That there are lots of bacteria swimming around all throughout this solution, right? And so the question is every one of those bacteria going to come in contact with this coin? And the answer is no, they won't. And so if you have any, then that's going to cause a problem. So you don't want to do that. This silver in a coin form, it will help you, but it is not an approved way of sanitizing water. So once again, you can use it in a pinch. It's better than nothing, but it's not going to give you the protection that other things like using chemicals, like calcium hypochlorite, using a filter like Sawyer Squeeze. These things are going to give you a much better comprehensive purification of your water. You do not want to get sick in a survival situation, right? So the question then is, this is just a bottle, an empty Mountain Lightning bottle, empty Diet Mountain Lightning bottle. All right, so how does the Sawyer Squeeze system work? All right, you fill it up with water. It's just a bag. You just fill it up in the top with water. You screw the Sawyer Squeeze on top of it, and then you get your water bottle out, or whatever you're squeezing into, and then you just, basically all filters are going to need a little bit of help, right? So to move this along, you just kind of squeeze it and go down. But as you can see, even just gravity is flowing through here pretty good. The more you use the Sawyer Squeeze for, the more gummed up it's going to get. And so this is going to slow down more and more as the water goes through it. So you're going to need to actually backflow it. So it actually comes with a syringe, so you can actually push water the wrong way through this, and that will get you get your filter kind of cleaned up. So you do this, you get clean water out of here, and then you just take your bottled water. That tastes better than that stuff, that's for sure. Now, the problem with the life straw is you need a puddle, right? You need a puddle to stick your straw into, and then you get your little cap out, right? And then you stick it in the water and you suck it up. Now, if you have a water bottle that's big enough, you can stick it down into the water bottle and suck up water through your water bottle, but it's just a pain. I'd rather just have a water bottle that's already purified, ready to go. Backpackers use this system better. You can then pass this water to other people that want to use it. You can't, I mean, sharing a life straw is not great, and bending over down by a stream and sucking up water is just like, it's not really worth it. Sawyer Squeezes cost a little bit more money, but you'll get more lifespan out of one of these Sawyers than you will one of these life straws. And then in addition to that, these are like micro tubes as well. That's basically your three fundamentally different types of filters. You have these nanotubes, these plastic polymer nanotubes that they force the water through, and basically the bacteria can't fit through it, but the water can. Those nanotubes are new technology, and they used to not be all that great, but they've gotten better, and that's what you get your life straws for, and they're definitely a lot cheaper. You have your activated carbon, like charcoal, and that does take care of chemicals because it absorbs the chemicals, and it also deals with bacteria, viruses, and everything else like that. Fundamentally, there is one other kind of thing that you can be looking at here, and that is you can be looking at ceramic. Ceramic is a bit pricey, but you'll find that like this Katahdin system that has 3 candles ends up running about the same as a BERKEY does. Now this is a plastic polymer housing, which is, I mean, it's fine. I know some of you guys really have a lot against plastics because you've heard stuff out there, and I'm not going to contradict what you've heard, but ceramic is extremely good. Basically, this will get you a lot more water than what a BERKEY carbon charcoal will get you. One of these Katahdin systems will last 6 times longer with these three ceramic candles. Will get you 6 times more use before you have to swap out the the filters than a BERKEY, and they're about the same price. This is about $3.40, I think, on like Amazon and such. And getting 6 times longer out of the filters will save you a ton of money over the long haul. These also have silver at their core, so the ceramic is dealing with the larger stuff, and the ceramic at the core, the silver at the core, is dealing with everything. Real fast, that the Sawyer squeeze, actually I double checked, and it is hollow tubes, so it is polymer hollow tubes, just like the Life straw, so it won't deal with chemicals at all, but still you get a longer lifespan from these Sawyers than you do from the Life straws. So if you want to check out the Katahdin water system out there with the ceramic candles, with the silver core to them, I recommend that personally. I know a lot of people are very, very set on BERKEYs, but 6 times longer really can get you through a survival situation a lot better than the activated charcoal filters. Ceramic is really the gold standard out there for survival. When I was overseas living along the border of Tajikistan and Afghanistan, I'll tell you what, we used ceramic filters because we didn't want to get sick. And I didn't get sick from the water that I filtered. I got sick lots and lots of times out in the villages, drinking water and drinking what they gave me, but not with my ceramic. And I had a Katahdin filter out there. That's why I'm sold on them 100%. I wouldn't use a BERKEY because I don't think that they're really worth the money. I don't think they're really great for a survival situation. If you want to make your water taste better, they're good for that. Go ahead and use those. That's my thoughts on things. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I'll post a link to the Katahdin. I'll also put the Pool Shock link down below if you want to stock up on Pool Shock. Make sure you're careful with the storage of it. Like I said, it's really nasty chemicals. And then I'll put the Life straws and the Sawyer squeezes down there as well if you want to get stocked up to get your water treated. All right, friends, thanks so much for joining us here at Poplar Prepper. We're trying to get you guys the most up-to-date information and the best tips and tricks out there. Share with each other, give each other advice as well, and read through the comments because you'll find them really, really helpful. All right, friends, thanks so much for joining us. If you want to see the original video where we're talking about how to use sunlight to purify water, that will be right here. Thanks so much for watching. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Prepper out.